Already Tracy, the challenge the Blacksite itself, Bloodless, no Scrambler, and hidden section bars. It's not really all that problematic except for no Scrambler because it's no Scrambler and we have to clear all of the guards here to hopefully get a keycard. I mean, we don't strictly have to, but if we want to be sure that we get a keycard, we will most definitely have to. Now there is a guard all the way over there, which I would not go right then. Aside from that, there's Bloodless and there's hidden section bars, which I mean, we can't really see anything, which is not all that great, and we can't really shoot anyone, which isn't really all that great either, but those aren't really all that problematic unless things go terribly wrong. So we're just gonna go through here. And of course, when there's no Scrambler, the camera's gonna face away, which means that we would ideally have a Scrambler here to actually go through there, which we don't have, but it'll make do for now, and if you actually show up over here, I could just lure you real quick and that would be absolutely fantastic. That's not really absolutely fantastic by my definitions, but we're just gonna leave Sabertooth loitering around and finding a few guards that might be of interest, since we still most definitely need a keycard which would come from downstairs, so hopefully Saber will be going for one of them, as opposed to awkwardly waiting for that guard over there, which perfect. Please keep walking. Show up over here. So that I can drop this gun over there. Accidentally get ourselves a radio, but I suppose that'll make do. It's not really great, but it's fine. We've got a disguise, and ideally we don't get more radios, which might be a bit challenging, but for the most part we should do just fine. So we're gonna back him up. Cyber's got a keycard, so we're just gonna transfer that keycard. Or more accurately, we're gonna go through there first. Cyber's gonna clear that room. And then I suppose at some point in the future, we're gonna transfer the keycard, which is perfectly alright. So we're just gonna back him up. Grab the keycard. Then hide it over here. And right now, hopefully hidden section bars won't pose too much of a problem. Which... perfect. Right then, we can go over here. We can loop this camera, and because there's no camera over there, we could do the slightly ambitious and really, really risky strategy of doing this, which... I mean, technically works, it's just not really all that advisable, so we're just gonna bring him in here. We're gonna knock him out, we're gonna quickly back him up so that the gun just goes away. And hopefully that guard won't cause any problems, which... I mean, we're doing perfectly alright, so we're just going to wander past there, I suppose, and instead actually go all the way back over there to see what's going on over here, which... there is a guard there, but we're going through the middle. I mean, we could in theory go through the left if there isn't a camera there as well, but there isn't one here, so there very well might be one over there, so... really? Right, then you really asked for this. I'm just gonna back you up, and then we're just gonna keep moving. It's not all that complicated, so... I'll just hide in here. Cyber's presumably gonna take out the last two guards, and well... that's a relatively simple solution. We just have to back it up fast enough before the remaining guards start catching up to us. Not that there are any remaining guards right now, but there are bound to be more soon, in the sense that they are going to respawn. So now that we have all of the guards taken care of, or at least out of sight, we could just go through here, and it shouldn't be all that problematic. And no, we do not need a crowbar, but regardless, we'll go through here, and hopefully this will be relatively simply cleared, which... I mean, for a start, there are effectively no cameras, so... that's always great, as long as I can actually get upstairs over there without getting caught, which... is only slightly unnerving. So if we could just have you not cause any problems, that would be absolutely fantastic. And I suppose for a start, we'll just start opening a cell. And I guess at some point in the future, Cyber's going to be checking the remaining cells, which... you know, just saying, the drill's over here, which... you know, it'd be nice if we don't go the wrong direction, but... for now, we're opening cell C. And it's gonna be cell C, so I'm just gonna go through here. Go through here. And I'm just gonna meet Rose over here, which... is quite simple, and, well, it's gonna be a relatively quick exchange. But a walk back all the way to the control room is gonna be really, really slow, which... you know, it'd be nice if someone quickened the pace, just saying. So if you could just walk a bit faster, that would be... quite nice. So as we awkwardly wait over here to actually get to the commander area where we both have one more radio left to actually lure the commander with, or just get caught by every single guard with. And then once Rose is in here, the door's gonna unlock and then we can finally move through here. Now for some reason, Cyber's gonna shoot at Rose, or presumably shoot at Rose, and well, we're not gonna question that, and instead we're just gonna go through here and try and find a commander relatively soon, which might take a while, but hopefully it won't be all that complicated and will be somewhere close by, which is most definitely not the case, but I suppose we'll make do, and we can see what's inside over here, which is absolutely nothing of value. So instead we'll go through here, not get caught by you over there, and because there's no one over here, I'm just gonna go over here in hopes that the commanders, well, conveniently right over there, which does make things quite simple in that we can just interrogate them and hopefully not have any guards show up, which I'm just saying, if you could just continue not seeing anything, that would be quite excellent. Because I'm really not all that fond of you noticing that I've got a commander knocked out over there, and I do quite want to get to the terminal relatively fast, so essentially what that means is that you don't cause any problems, and I'm just going to go in here, and you're not going to care at all, which I'm perfectly content with, so we're just going to use the computer over here. And because you saw absolutely nothing and heard what I presume is absolutely nothing of value, we're just going to go through here now, and then, well, it's not really going to be all that problematic. So right now, hopefully Rose gets shot relatively soon so that we can get out of here. While Cyber, I was going to say it fails miserably to get up over here, but then I did it as well, so that's not right then. I mean, there's a spot up over there which makes it a relatively viable path, so we're just going to wait for Rose to show up all the way over here so that we can get out of here, which we're here now, so we're just going to go right through here. We're going to squeeze past each other in the sense that we're just going to squeeze into each other, and then we're going to get out of here. And well, that's the daily challenge in just over 7 minutes. Cheers everyone, have a great time!